The following article by Boris Kriger was published in the Common Sense World.
How mastery over the small governs the great. The principle of micro-sovereignty. Summary. This article explores the philosophical implications of micro-sovereignty. The idea that control over the smallest elements of existence provides the means to shape the largest structures. By examining how fundamental interactions at the micro and nano levels dictate the emergent properties of complex systems, we propose the principle of micro-sovereignty, which asserts that the foundational power of transformation resides in the manipulation of the most basic units of reality. Drawing on insights from philosophy, physics, and systems theory, this work argues that understanding and controlling the micro level of existence is the key to unlocking macroscopic transformation, whether in nature, society, or thought. 1. Research question. How does control over the smallest constituents of reality translate into power over large-scale systems, and what philosophical principle can be derived from this understanding? 2. Defining key terms. Micro-sovereignty, the philosophical principle that mastery over the smallest elements of existence, grants the ability to shape larger systems and realities. Emergence, a phenomenon where complex systems and patterns arise from interactions among simpler components. Kim, 1000. Causal determinism, the idea that all events are determined by preceding causes, often extending to micro-level events governing macro-level phenomena. Hume, 1748. Reductionism versus holism. Reductionism posits that a system is best understood by analyzing its smallest parts. Descartes, 1637. While holism argues that systems possess properties irreducible to their components. Smuts, 1926. 3. Philosophical context and framework. The concept that mastery over the micro level leads to control over the macro world finds parallels in multiple traditions. Aristotle's causality, Aristotle Metaphysics IV, differentiates between material, formal, efficient, and final causes. In the context of micro-sovereignty, the material and efficient causes at the smallest levels determine the structure of higher-order entities. Descartes' mechanistic view, Descartes 1637, argued that all complex systems could be broken down into simpler components, implying that control over fundamental units equates to mastery over the whole. Quantum mechanics and indeterminacy. While classical determinism suggests total control through micro-manipulation, quantum mechanics introduces uncertainty. Heisenberg, 1927. Complicating absolute sovereignty over macro-reality. Complexity and systems theory. The study of complex adaptive systems. Holland, 1992, shows that micro-level interactions generate large-scale behaviors, reinforcing the notion that small changes can propagate significant transformations. This article builds upon these traditions to formulate the principle of micro-sovereignty, which synthesizes the deterministic, emergent, and systemic aspects of micro to macro influence. 4. The principle of micro-sovereignty. We propose the following principle. The structure and behavior of large-scale systems are fundamentally dictated by interactions at their smallest levels. Thus, mastery over the micro level constitutes the most effective means of shaping the macro world. This principle holds across disciplines. Physics, quantum mechanics illustrates how minor fluctuations can generate macroscopic differences. Schrödinger, 1944. Biology, genetic alterations at the molecular level can change entire organisms. Crick and Watson, 1953. Social science, cultural and political shifts often originate from individual or localized changes before scaling up. Gladwell, 2000. By recognizing and applying micro-sovereignty, we can harness fundamental transformations in various domains. 5. Counter-arguments and responses. Objection 1. Holism over reductionism. Critics argue that emergent properties make higher-order phenomena irreducible to their components. Smuts, 1926. Response: while emergent behaviors exist, they still originate from micro-level interactions. Control over the foundation provides influence over emergent structures, even if prediction remains difficult. Objection 2. Quantum uncertainty. Heisenberg's uncertainty principle, 1927, suggests that absolute control over micro-level reality is impossible. Response: micro-sovereignty does not require absolute control, only strategic influence over micro-parameters sufficient to generate predictable macro effects. Objection 3. Societal complexity defies micro-control. Large social and economic systems exhibit unpredictable dynamics, making microcontrol insufficient. Response, even in complex societies, targeted interventions, e.g., policy shifts, technological innovations at foundational levels can result in large-scale change, as seen in historical revolutions and paradigm shifts. Kuhn, 1962. 6. Conclusion. The transformative power of the small. The principle of micro-sovereignty affirms that power over the smallest elements of reality provides the key to shaping grand structures. Whether in natural sciences, philosophy, or social change, mastery over micro-level factors enables transformation at a fundamental scale. By embracing this principle, we gain a deeper understanding of control, causality, and emergence, offering profound implications for science, governance, and personal agency. 7. References: Aristotle, Metaphysics, c. 350 BCE, Crick F. and Watson J. 1953. Molecular structure of nucleic acids, a structure for deoxyribose nucleic acid. Nature, 171st, 4356, 737, 738. Descartes R. 1637. Discourse on Method, Gladwell M. 2000. The Tipping Point: How Little Things Can Make a Big Difference. Little Brown, Heisenberg V. 1127. Über den anschaulichen Inhalt der quantentheoretischen Kinematik und Mechanik. Zeitschrift für Physik, 43. 3. Wir, 172. 198. Holland J. H. 1992. Adaptation in Natural and Artificial Systems. MIT Press. Hume D. 1748. An Inquiry Concerning Human Understanding. Kim J. 1999. Making Sense of Emergence. Philosophical Studies, 95-1, 336. Kuhn T.S., 1962. The Structure of Scientific Revolutions, University of Chicago Press, Schrödinger E. 1944. What is Life? The Physical Aspect of the Living Cell, Cambridge University Press. Smuts J.C., 1926. Holism and Evolution, Macmillan,